got there then?
One of your favourites, look. And they've spelt it correctly today.
Oh yeah.
The Righteous Scum.
Ah.
Yeah.
Anything of interest in there?
Well, not really. It's just used for the toilet. Now, there is actually something interesting in here. There you go. Half-naked woman. I've noticed how they seem to put them on the front one day and then on another newspaper the next day.
Yeah, the Star and the Scum.
Yeah, so we've got Mateys again. Oh, look who it is. The half-Scottish President Trump of the USA, Private Limited Corporation. And there is the Prime Minister of England. And they're shaking hands.
Have you looked into what Prime Minister actually means?
It's really not very pleasant. We could do a special on that.
Okay.
If we look up those words. But yeah, they only spent, I mean, basically it's just two people in a railway station going, do you want to continue to sell arms around the planet and let's wipe out Iran next?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, sure. Well, there you go, thank you very much. Sorted. So basically, as we're well aware, that this woman, who's supposed to be a public servant, and this man who's supposed to be an elected public servant, if you believe that...
No, but you know he's not a mister.
You'll believe that pigs fly. Really?
Well, he's the president. No, he's Mr. President.
Okay.
He's not Sir.
Well, you know what Sir comes from serpent. So, servitude.
And also I saw something where it means slave I remain.
Slave I remain. Yeah, I've heard about that, about the language. So, what you got there in there anyway?
Pretty much the same stuff. It's almost like it's almost like the papers get the news from the same source. I mean, it's even the same picture.
Didn't you say they come from Reuters?
Well, Reuters is one of the main press agencies, yeah. But I think years back it used to be, the papers used to be distributed around the UK by Smiths and John Menzies.
Yeah, John Menzies, that was it. Especially
Yeah,
in Nottinghamshire. John Menzies used to have shops in the city centre.
That's right.
And then you had W.H. Smiths, but they merged into one company, didn't they?
Yep.
Which is now called Smiths News.
Oh, so that would almost sound like a monopoly.
Exactly.
I wonder why the Monopolies Commission didn't do anything about that.
Because there is only one Mergers and Monopolies Commission.
And yeah, how come there's only one Monopolies Commission? That's sort of like a monopoly as well.
All these questions and more will be answered in the next edition of Cack and Mag. Anyway, getting back to what was in your newspaper.
Yeah, which?
I mean, grab hold of this. Let me have a look in this. The Daily Express. There's one of my favourite people.
I mean, at 10p, the paper's got to cost more than 10p. You know,
It's still 10p.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But on a Saturday,
There it says 55.
On a Saturday, it's 20p.
Yeah.
And on a Sunday, it's 40p.
Right. Oh, by the way, getting back to W.H. Smith's, well, Smith's News, they distribute every single newspaper and every single magazine. So yeah, they have got a monopoly on it. Oh, look at this special. Ooh. Mrs. May said that it's very clear that we want to develop a deep and special partnership, a comprehensive free trade agreement to sell weapons of mass destruction and arms to other countries to line the pockets of our friends.
Now, you were telling me earlier that you'd seen something of not of these two, of someone else who was being interviewed by Piers Morgan, I think it was.
Yeah, it was on a friend's TV this morning.
So what's going to be in the papers tomorrow, and what's really going on?
In the papers tomorrow, this fellow, right, this businessman, this chap that sells weapons of mass destruction, he's been on a Middle Eastern tour.
You notice what he's doing here? Same thing Merkel does all the time.
Oh, yeah, puts the hands together. Basically, Piers Morgan interviews him, and I think this show's on Sunday night on ITV. But this morning, they showed a clip of it, and he says to Piers Morgan pushes him for an apology because of some racist group that he retweeted. And Donald Trump actually says to Piers Morgan, well, if you want me to make an apology, Piers, I will. But Piers doesn't say, well, will you apologise, Mr. President?
So he just leaves it at that?
It just leaves it at that. So on the newspapers tomorrow, the lies on all the crap sheets will be, Donald Trump makes an apology. But if you listen to the interview, he doesn't actually. He says, I will make an apology if you want me to.
So they're going to say that he's made an apology when he hasn't actually made an apology.
Exactly.
Newspapers, you know you can trust.